Tyler. The pappy is who? Ooh, welcome back to my channel. Welcome back to my channel. Hi, I am Shar, and this is Real Reactions, Real Reviews by Shar, and this is my MUMU review. I wear my MUMUs because when you watching a show like this, you got to be comfortable, baby. You can't just be wearing anything because you could be like, oh, what? Welcome, welcome, welcome. Hi, I am Shar. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and share this wonderful review. And I am going to give you a review for Beauty in Black, episode 2, season 1, baby. What is it called again? Got my laptop, so don't judge me. Dance with Daddy. That's why I said what I said in the beginning. Tyler. Okay. So, no, remember from the last episode, Mallory hit somebody. She hit somebody. She was mad because she got that phone call from Kimmy, because Kimmy was effing her husband. So she got that phone call. So she was driving, hit somebody, got out the car, fixed her clothes. It's raining, and then she left. So now, here comes Roy. We finally find out what his name is. Roy. Roy calls. He's texting somebody. I don't know who he's texting. But he's texting somebody, and guess what? Poor Roy. He runs over the body, too. So the body gets run over, not just once, but twice. But Roy has a heart. Yeah, he has a heart. So he actually got out the car and put the body in his trunk or back seat of the car, something like that. So I'm glad to know that he has a heart. He has feelings, and he's empathetic, you know. So he comes home, and Mallory is sitting at the table, baby. Done had her maybe a couple of glasses of brown liquor, mad, pissed at him, start beating on him, throwing a glass at him, asking, who the fuck was you fucking on the phone? Because I heard you. The bitch told me, what's the tea? Who is she? Because I'm going to find out who she is. And so he was like, what are you talking about? I heard you. All of that. So she's been drinking, and she just hitting on him. Women, don't be hitting on no men. Okay? Don't hit on a man. Don't hit. No, you don't hit him. He don't hit you. Just don't, okay? Because you might have an unexpected end if you do. So don't do it, okay? So, okay. So she asked about him effing the girl. She said she heard him ask about the private road. So I guess they have a private road that leads to their house. So she was like, did you take the private road home? He was like, you did that. That he left out the room. And so she was like, okay, hopefully he didn't take the private road home. Okay, the next scene, Kimmy is trying to wake up Rain, because remember, Rain was like knocked out. And we didn't know if she was dead in heaven and hell. We didn't know what was going on with Rain. So Rain finally got out of it. And so she was like, I'm fine. I just had some sleeping pills, that's all. And Kimmy was like, not according to what this big ass saw, and your ass is there. You is sick. You can't even get the fuck up. So she's throwing up and stuff. Now, I don't like no throwing up stuff on no movies. I don't know what she had in her mouth, but it looked real. And she had a... Never mind. So they go back to a flashback, and so them talking about this guy, meeting up with this guy. They still in the Walmart, but there's some computers there that Rain uses to chit chat with this guy. He said he had a hookup for her. They can make about $5,000, and it's some light-skinned boy that she met. She's been talking to him. So they said, okay, you know, but again, that gives me, you know, the ex-trafficking vibes, if you know what I'm talking about, because you know how YouTube is. Ex-trafficking vibes, that's what it sounds like to me. And so we find out that Body calls and tells Kimmy, Body calls to check up to see how Rain is doing. And so Kimmy answers Rain's phone and say, who the fuck is this? Why you answering her phone? Because she ain't feeling well, girl. What in the world? What did you do? So Kimmy's like, I'm going to take her to the hospital. And Body's like, don't take her to the hospital, because if you do, you both going to jail. So Body comes to the hotel. And then we get back to Mallory and Roy at the house. So they go back to the garage to see the body in the car. So he lifts up the trunk and shows her the body in the car. So they go back and forth, because he was saying that, you know, we need to call Jules. And she was like, no, don't call that nigga. We don't need for him to be involved. Don't call Jules, because we don't need him. Roy was like, we need him. If nobody else can handle this and fix this for us, it's Jules. She's like, no, I can do it. You know, Mallory is her stubborn ass. So he shows her the body. They go back and forth. So get back to the hotel. We see body, light skinned body comes to the hotel with Dagger and Chase. Now they come back to the hotel to check up on Rain to see how she's doing. And so, you know, Dagger's like, all she needs is this, and that. And so Kimmy is like, are you a doctor? So Dagger was like, I'm a nurse. That's what I am. I'm a nurse. So I said, Lord, that's all right, TS. You a nurse, honey. So Chase is in the background wiping off fingerprints and stuff off of the handles, because we don't want no trace of Chase or Dagger in this room. So Dagger and him leave. And so next scene, we see Jules driving and the phone rings, and it's the girl that says, Daddy, we got a situation. And it's actually Body, light-skinned Body. It's her. It's Body calling him daddy. Now, I don't know if that's her real daddy or if that's something that him and Roy have in common. Because you remember, I didn't say that, but in episode 1, Roy wanted Kimmy to call him daddy. And now we see that Body calls Jules daddy. Now, Jules is old enough to have a daughter that's about Body's age, but we don't know yet. I'm not too sure yet. But she calls him daddy. So, let's go. Roy and Mallory go. Mallory says, well, what we can, they go back to them talking about that damn car and the body in the car. She was trying to give solutions about how they can fix it. So she said, well, you know, I grew up in the hood. What we can do is drop off the car tomorrow morning. We can complain to the cops that it was stolen. So he was like, you want some niggas in the hood to take a fall for your mean ass self? And she was like, look, I don't give a fuck. Let's drive it. They can say they stole it, found a body in the car, and that's it. So on their way there, they get stopped by a cop. I don't know why the cop stopped them. I know Tyler loves cops. He has a thing for police officers. Look at his track record with all his movies and shows. Look at it. The cop stops them and don't know why he stopped them. That should be a reason. Whether they had a dent in the back, I don't know. But maybe he was swerving. I don't know. But anyway, he gets to the window. You can smell alcohol. He asks Roy, has he been drinking? Roy's like, you know. Then Mallory said, no, it was me. It smells from me. So he still makes Roy get out the car, searches him, arrests him. Mallory is like, well, I can drive back. He said, no, you want to go to jail too? That's what the cop said. So while she was standing outside, the trunk of the car opens, meaning that the person in the car was not dead. Still alive. Yet alive. Like Jesus. Okay. So yeah, so he arrested that. I don't know why he arrested Roy. So anyway, Mallory gets in on the phone and calls Jules. I mean, Roy told you that from the beginning, girl, to call him. And come to find out, we see Mallory gets out and shuts the trunk because the body had opened up the trunk, and she gets out while they are taking Roy away to get arrested. So next we see Kimmy. She actually took Rain to the hospital, even though Body told her ass, don't take that girl. Don't take her. But she took her anyway. So you had this cab driver. She was all right. I mean, I could have played that part. I mean, she's like, what is this on my hand? Ew, I could have played that part, honey. Tyler, call me. Okay, anyway. The tow truck arrives to tow away Mallory's car with the body in the trunk. Because again, she said she was drunk because she was protecting Roy. So Jules is on his way to see what he can do. So Kim and Rain finally arrive at the hospital. And she finally gets her there, and Rain is unconscious. They got her laid on her stomach, girl. Of course, she couldn't lay on her back because of that big ass sore and hole or whatever in her ass. So she's on her stomach. So they do a flashback of Kimmy and Rain on a plane with the light-skinned dude from earlier that Rain had introduced her to. He said they can make $5,000. And they are taken off the plane almost immediately because, like I said, it was an ex-trafficking vibe for me. So we see the back of this cop. It says police on the back of like a vest. We see him. And then all of a sudden, we have another view of the cop from the front, girl. Girl, it's Jules. Jules is a dirty cop. It's Jules. If he's still on it, I don't know. So Jules gets there. He picks up Mallory with the car, and they release Roy. One thing about Jules is that while Mallory was in the car talking to him earlier, he asked her, "Well, what's the cop's last name and what's his numbers?" I was like, "How would Jules know that?" It's like, how would he know that? Now I know, honey, he's a cop. He got connections. The man was from Indiana, but Jules has a lot of reach in Chicago. So, but he fixed it. He got Roy out in time. So Mallory was Jules was asking her about what happened. She lied to Jules and said that Roy hit that person. Girl, use a B. A big capital B. But Mallory does not trust Jules for some reason. I don't know why. Maybe they fucked. I don't know. So he told well, Jules got there to pick up Mallory plus his two partners, cop partners, told them that the car's in impound. I need for y'all to make sure that it stays in impound and that nobody comes out. Cool. So they get there to the impound. They pow the man who was just sitting there doing his job. And then that was it. The scene ended. So you just assume that they took care of the car and they took care of the body. Okay. So now the house mom, Delinda, calls Jules to tell him that Rain is at the hospital and that he might need to do something because that might, offer a little red flag. And we don't need no cops coming over here. Delinda's good too. I could be Delinda's sister. She got the gig. I ain't mad at her. Call me. Okay. Back at the hospital, Kimmy sees some cops there at the hospital. And Jules just happens to pull up in front of the hospital right when Kimmy was coming out. She said, shit. He said, get the fuck in the car. So Kimmy, he asked her, what happened? She's like, nothing. He said, you ain't seen nothing, right? No, nothing happened. He said, that's you damn right. Ain't nothing happened. Nothing happened. And you lucky. He said, the good thing is that I got people everywhere. So I was like, wow, this man has eyes everywhere. You can't go nowhere. He says, your face is all over the cameras in the hospital. And I got people everywhere. Okay, so he takes her home. He tells her to clean the fuck up and then go to the club. So she got to do that. He says that you owe me. You was facing 30 fucking years in prison and I saved your ass. All them girls in there, I saved y'all. So you owe me. So next day, it's a beautiful next day, Roy's finally at home. Of course, he's out of jail, and Mallory is in this bad royal blue suit, and she ready for work. Roy says that you just killed that woman last night, and you ain't lose no sleep. And this line, I tell you, Tyler Perry and his lines, he killing it. Mallory says, I am not going to let a dead bitch give me wrinkles. Period. I ain't gonna let a dead bitch give me wrinkles. Girl. Tyler, brava. Okay, next. Then she kept digging in him, talking about, your daddy don't like you and your brother. He can't stand the both of y'all. So I'm going to have to clean up the mess. So we back at the hotel. We see Kimmy at the hotel, and you got the maid there fussing about all this cleaning. She has to do all this blood. What's all this shit? I got to do this. This like the fourth room I had to clean. I'm tired. I'm like, I could have did that too. It's okay. So we get back to the office, and so I didn't know. I need to know about this line. Mallory is there with her assistant, and they're looking at pictures. I don't know if they're looking at proofs for their next campaign. So she's looking through the pictures, and she says, "This one is too dark, and this one is the other is too elderly." I'm like, "What the fuck that mean? What you mean dark like this, elderly like me? Cause I'm 53. What that mean?" I need to know. Okay, anyway. Jules and Roy tells her that they found the truck because the assistant had to leave. Jules and Mallory and Roy do this. Oh, baby, I missed you. Oh, you look so great. It's good to see you in the office today. Do all this fake kissing and stuff. So Jules and Roy tells Mallory that they found the truck, but ain't no body. The body missing. I was like, uh-oh, the body missing. So back at the club, I don't even know what the name of the club. I need to find out the name. Back at the club with Kimmy, you see more arse and titas in the background. All this arse and titas, all in the background, baby. The VIP, the gentleman from the VIP from the last episode, he's back, and he's requesting for Kimmy. So, Delinda says that bitches is easy to run. You supposed to be on this train. She's trying to school Body and tell her, look, this your shit, this your train. But these bitches should be easy to run. You the one ain't even trying to do nothing. If you don't do anything, then what's gonna happen is that Kim is gonna take your spot. So Body, after Delinda walks out, remember Delinda is the house mama. Kimmy is already gone to the VIP section, so Body got wings, honey. She thinks she could talk to these girls any kind of way. She talking all this blah, 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 blah. And they need to straighten up. And she walks out and the strippers just look at each other. Like, what? And they start laughing. They don't have no respect for her, for that girl. But they didn't start laughing until she walked out. They didn't do it in her face. But they don't pay no attention to Body. So the VIP room is the gentleman, the older gentleman. He looks to be about in his mid-60s, 70s. And he asks, he sees this male dancer in the crevices of the curtain. Because normally the VIP person is supposed to move to a chair. But no, he wants to sit on the couch so he can see where the curtain is open. Because there's a sexy yellow nugget dancing right there on the dance floor. And he looking at her. So he wants Kimmy to help him get with that guy. He wants him to help him. The old man is on a fixed income. And so he said, all I got, he asked her, he said, how much you charge? She said, $1,500. He said, all I got is $8. He said, I'm a fixed income and that's all I can give you. She said, go do something else with that money. I said, go buy some milk, sir, or something. You don't need to spend your money here. And he's like, look, I'm old. I just, you guys are young. You guys know how to accept where you are. I'm not living long. So I just want to do this. So he said he wants that male stripper. He gives Kimmy $800. But she says she'll take $5. And he gives her all the money. He says since he feels that she's an honest hoe. She said, this is the first time you'll deal with an honest hoe. And he's like, well, I've never met an honest whore. Whore, whatever you call it. She took $800. So Kimmy goes to the male's dressing room and she calls Angel. Angel is the light-skinned dude from the Walmart camera thing. The one who got caught with them in the X trafficking. That was him, the light-skinned dude. He was like, I think that Jules is, well, this is my opinion, that Jules is actually making them pay for that 30-year sentence that they could have possibly had. So Jules is making them pay off, and that's exactly what Angel said. That's his name, Angel. He said, I'm already in trouble with Jules, and I got to keep working. And they said it was a long time ago. So I don't know how long it was since they've been dancing for that nigga, and he just making them just pay everything back. But anyway, Kimmy tells Angel that the old dude that I'm in the VIP with wants you, not me. He wants you. Angel's like, I'm straight. He said, well, what do you want? So eventually Angel agrees to it. He said, I'm just going to dance for him only. I ain't fucking him. I'm just dancing. I ain't doing nothing else with that man. Whatever. How much you paying? He says, I'll take $800. Now, we already know that Kimmy does have the $800. She said, he only taking $5. You know how that got. So she wound up getting more. So eventually he does agree to it. So now back at the tow junkyard, the impounding place where the car was, there's police presence all around, everywhere. And so the police says, oh man, we got a live one over here. And the 2 police officers that Jules had used earlier, they looked at each other. They say, what? The fuck? Okay. So anyway, at the bottom, I had subtitles. So we found out that the older gentleman's name is Horace. 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 So Kimmy and Angel meets him in the parking lot. Angel gets in his car. Kimmy gets in the truck with Horace, and then they drive. He said, I appreciate you. You guys are just a different generation than me. And I really do appreciate you. And so she tells him eventually, like, I need a favor from you. And he was like, what? She said, I just need for you to check my friend in the hospital, because earlier she tried to check on her friend, and because of HIPAA, she tried to say that she was the sister or mother or something, but because of HIPAA, they wouldn't let you just do that over the phone. You can't do that. I know about HIPAA, honey. I know a lot about HIPAA. And so I think he agreed to it. He was like, we'll see. So they get to the hotel, and then all of a sudden, like within 10 minutes, Angel comes out, and she was like, what the fuck? What? That was quick. He said, oh, he just told me to leave. He gave me the money and told me to leave. He was coughing and shit, so I left. So I was like, Okay, so she gets in the room and she sees that Horace is coughing a lot. So he asked Kimmy to take him home. And girl, when he gets there, they have this long driveway. And then there's a greeter. And you can see this huge damn gate. And the greeter was like, "Can I help you?" And then he saw Horace sitting in the passenger seat. He's like, "Oh, welcome back, sir." She was like, "Sir?" She's like, "This your house?" And when I say it was a mansion, it was a mansion. It was huge. They get in there. He has all of this luxury furniture, like floor to ceiling windows, custom leather furniture, antiques everywhere. The house was stunning and immaculate. I could just live in there. I don't know if he rented that, Tyler, but give me that house. Okay. So Roy is busy coughing and no, not Roy, Jesus. Horace was busy coughing. You'll see the connection in a minute. Horace was busy coughing, so he asked her to go around the corner over there, and my medicine is on my desk. He trusts her to go through his house. Anyway, so she went and found the medicine, and she started looking. He has this big old oak desk, and she was looking through the paperwork and stuff. So as she was going back down the hall, there's an oil painting of him and two boys. Child. It was an art painting, oil painting. Child. She looks at that. She's like, okay, because the boys look young. And then she panned over to look on the desk to see pictures, his family. So it's him, look like a brother, and three other boys there on one picture. And then she goes to another picture and she sees Horace again with his two sons. And one of the sons is Roy. The sons is Roy. And then she looked and then she sees the Horace, Roy, and Mallory. Remember, Mallory was part of the Beauty in Black? She didn't even know that the lady that she wants to work with was actually the wife that she called earlier in the other scene. That call your wife. Child. The pappy is Horace. Now I'm wondering about if Jules is really the pappy of body. I don't know. But this was good. Another level. Tyler, you have levels to this shit. The actors are fantastic. I love the cussing. Because I'm a cuss. I'm a cusser. I'm 53. My mama and daddy ain't here no more. I ain't got to impress nobody. Nobody. So I'm cussing. And I love it. I love that it has adult humor. It's very, very grown ass shit. And I'm excited about the rest of the episodes, how they're going to be. So episode number 2, honey, knocked out the way. And I actually did better. If I skipped anything, you let me know. But I did better with my notes. I did better with keeping up with everything. But yes, I love it. Thank you, Tyler Perry. Thank you for continuing. Look at my hair, Lord Jesus. Look, hey. Thank you for continuing to write. No matter what people said. People have their own little issues. But you're doing it. You're doing it, sir. You're doing it. Okay. Thank you for coming today for my review of Beauty in Black. And it's been a great journey. I can't wait to see what else is next on episode number 3. I ain't looking at nobody's reviews. I'm just doing my own. Me. Char. Yes. In my MUMU reviews. Okay. Y'all have a good one. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. See you in my next review. Uh-oh. What's next? Bye.